is the mommy of Shikhar, is the one. But there is married. China, this is the most favorite photograph. It was the occasion of our social evening in Birmingham, UK. And he walked on the stage and he just started dancing. It was a real surprise. This photograph is always in my bedroom. We are coming to childhood now. Can you see the girl who is with him? Manpuri. In the school in England, playing with their snake or laughing with Shikhar. The minor boy. England is known as a mining area. This is, I think, 7th or 8th birth celebration. Now, this is at Lafayette House. When they moved from UK to USA. All children are here. With Nani, the favorite grandson, and she is sitting here, Mrs. Srivastava. Dinosaurs, yes, that was the photograph taken. Coming to the lessons. The stage artist now, you can imagine, he is busy in his studies so serious, he has forgotten all his qualifications, qualities. He was known as Indian film artist Shahrukh Khan. He used to be invited at many places to give a dance performance. This is one of the just example. This is just receiving the award. And the Choti Nani of Shikhar is sitting here. She is there to give the prize to another lady, one of our family friends. All the children are here. I would like that all the children should stand up. Now all children, please. Shora, Shikhar, Shiva. Red team. I think it was our visit to Indiana, or California. This is very interesting photograph I have taken. Shikhar's brother and sisters. One on the right, he is also a chemical engineer, he is doing PhD. The girl on the top, she is graduating in chemical engineering this year. And Shikhar, as you know, is going to graduate next year. We don't know this girl, what she is going to do, whether she is going to follow the footsteps of her father, to become a chemical engineer. But this is the interesting photograph. Out of 43 chemical engineers. And here is as the Vinita has said, the Baba and Dadi, the grandparents in India, they visited here and they were with him. This is the school before the graduation in California again. All the friends there. This is a picture of a Shikhar at home. Smart one. As I told you, with Nani and Nana, this is our photograph together. Again with Baba and Dadi, grandparents. This photograph is also very interesting because they both grandparents, means Nana and Nani, and the Baba and Dadi. This is very rare in the life of any individual. At such an important milestone of the life that both the grandparents are there to bless him. And all the relatives and all the relatives, well-wishers, they are here in this photograph. After 16, Shikhar, you are visit to Patna, that is India. This is the family members there. Now you can see all. Good evening, team. This is one of the social function collecting blessings at Patna. Shivam is sitting there and they were talking what for you have come to Patna and India. So they were talking that we have come here to take the basket of blessings to America. And Shivam, do you remember what did you say there?
No.
Come on. Do you remember?
Marry in India.
Okay. With mommy. Therefore, mommy is doing the tougher work today.
I'm being drugged.
Interested. And the cameraman is interested in photography. Very good photograph. Just getting ready to go for the graduations. The high school graduation. This is the high school graduation. And this is after 18. And the all round is the fire. And you are not possible. Therefore, it is the reflection. My team of 15, here is the family members. Kumar and Greta, they have come from Indiana, we came from UK, and other friends and well-wishers are here also. And you can recognize these two guys. Christmas at Choti Nani house is sitting there, so it is New Jersey. With mom and dad on 1st of January, Pankri's birthday. This is another one photograph. Happy 21st birthday today. Thank you for patience with love and blessing from all of us. Can you make a good clapping?
Shikhar's Nani and Shikhar obviously, because we have a little something to give you. Priyanka and Shreyan, can you please bring Mosi stroke Dadu here, please? Share some help. Dadu Priyanka? Okay, we have a little plaque that was made and has come all the way from England. We'll leave it up here, have the time to come up and read it, but it has a lot of dates and significant moments again for Shikhar to never forget. But here you go. Stories about Shakuni Mama and Kans Mama. There's Shikhar's Mama. Can we please call him? He has something very special to say to you and to give to you.
Hello. So I'm Mama, and for those who don't know what Mama means, I'm uncle. And it's, I hadn't planned to say anything today because, you know, it's difficult to talk about somebody who's so close to, who's part of you, who's, and you know, this would happen. I knew that's why I didn't want to do this. So. But I just want to say a few things. I saw Shikhar just literally minutes after he was born. That picture you saw, the first picture. And he was just, his eyes were, this was like about 1:15 in the morning, 1:15, 1:20 in the morning. He was born around 1:10, was it?
109. 109.
1:09.
See the
Right?
forms, you know.
And I saw him at 1:12, I think. And his eyes were, you know, he was, you know, his eyes were bright and shining with spark in his eyes. And he just looked like his Baba, you know, just exactly like his Baba. His Baba was here from India that time. And we just said he looked so much like his Baba. And that spark in his eyes remained, and the only thing I want to say to Shikhar, and I know a lot of things happen over the years, but somehow that spark has gone a little bit. You know, I hope Shikhar doesn't mind me saying that, but I hope the spark comes back, okay? So, life is a struggle, but you know, we all have to struggle, but somehow you need to get your spark back, okay? So what I have for him here is something that's very close to my heart and Shikhar's heart. One thing is that you know, Shikhar treats his father and me as a role model. It's very humbling, and to know this, that he considers me and his father as role models. And I have the same thing, which is, you know, I followed my mama as my role model. But one thing is, I only followed his good things. I didn't follow his bad habits. So once you know, mommy will tell you a lot of my bad things. So just follow my good things, right? Don't follow my bad things. So one of the things that we share very passionately is interest in cricket, and especially the great Indian players like Sachin Tendulkar. So we are #1 fans, and Shikhar is probably much bigger fan than I am of Sachin Tendulkar, because I'm from the Gavaskar era. So what I got for Shikhar is I like to, you know, well, everything I have is for, you know, for the children in the family. So these are some of my prized possessions that I want to give to Shikhar, and I'll describe to you what they are. So this first one is the 1990 tour guide of when India came to England, and Tendulkar, it was Tendulkar's first overseas trip, and the first match he played in England, actually I took Shikhar to the ground. He was a 3-month-old baby. So he always complains that I never took him to see Tendulkar, but here is a proof that I did. So. And this cricket magazine is from that tour as well. It has a photo of Tendulkar from the match in which I took Shikhar. So this is another one here. Okay, and now comes the another one from that year, 1990. This one, it has a match report from that match that Shikhar went to. So match report with Tendulkar's picture in it, and so this issue is also his. Okay, now I have some memorabilia from the most famous part in India's cricket history, which is India winning the World Cup in 1983. Now, Shikhar wasn't born then, but every Indian person is proud of that fact that India won the World Cup. That's the only time they have won it. So what I have is the Prudential Cup, the World Cup souvenir, in which I have written all the scores out in my handwriting. I was going through it, so all the scores are here. So that's that one. This is the India Today from 1983, covering the World Cup victory. This is the Cricketer magazine covering the World Cup. And then finally, the Wisdom from 1983, covering the World Cup victory. So I'm sure, these have emotional value, but they may have in maybe 10 years' time, when Shikhar is celebrating his nephew's 21st birthday, these may be worth something. I just want to finish with one small story, which is when Vinita was saying about his interest in dinosaur, it reminded me. So I was taking all the boys, all the children. I don't know whether we were going from Scotland to Birmingham or Birmingham to London, something like that. And they were all talking about what they want to be when they grow up. I think Shikhar was maybe 6-7 years old, and Saurabh was about 9-10 years old. So anyway, we said, well, what Saurabh, what do you want to be when you grow up? So Saurabh goes, well, I want to be a doctor, like my dad. So then we asked Shikhar, but before Shikhar could answer, then Saurabh goes, Saurabh is, he's very well learned in the language at that time. So he said, well, I know what Shikhar is going to be. He's going to be a paleontologist. So then Shikhar goes, no, I want to be the guy who finds the dinosaur fossils and all that.
Family. The next weekend, Kumar invited me to his house in Birmingham, and since then everything is history. I don't share Kumar's interest in cricket. I was not very good in cricket. I was not even selected in gully cricket in India. But I always played a complimentary role for him. So when he would play for university, I would keep the scores. When he would sing, I would play music, drums for him. So, and through that engagement, we got to know really Vicky and Pankaj very well over the last 22 years, right from their wedding. And somehow our destinies have been intertwined, because when they moved to Liverpool, we moved to Warrington, just a few miles away from them. When they came to US, we followed them, and we've been here in the US, and we always kept in close touch. And particularly, Shikhar has been a great bhaiya for two of my kids, Yashoda and Ved. Like his parents and like Pinku, he's picked up the best of both Eastern and the Western traditions. And we're very proud of him. And I would like to have Brunda say a few words about Shikhar.
Shikhar, my first memory of joining into the family was adorable little boy, Shikhar. I remember him being an apple of everybody's eye. He always was interested in music and always joined to show a step or two to accompany Pinku Mama as he was growing up. As he was growing up, more little kids came into the family, and he took a role of big bhaiya and enjoyed it to the fullest. He is interested in sports and music, and he's a dedicated student. Soon he will be following his father's footsteps to be a chemical engineer. Congratulations, Shikhar. We are very proud of you.
You can go and sit. For the next person, I I would like to call Ryan, who I think I met this evening. Ryan has a few words he would like to say about his friend. We are all here.
Hello, my name is Ryan, and I first met Shikhar at an introduction to Rutgers University. When we first started going there, before classes ever even started, we were supposed to sign up for our classes. And I remember the exact moment that I met him. I just heard this guy just turn to me and say, "What are we doing?" And I tried to make it like I knew what I was doing, but I didn't either. And I just said, "I don't know, man." And 2 years later, nothing has really changed. But the only difference is now I have an awesome friend, and he's just a great guy. I've met a lot of people in my life, a lot of really good people, but he's definitely, I think, one of the top best. I've never met anybody who's just all about just making people feel good, feel happy, feel comfortable, and getting them ready for any kind of challenge that they need. He devotes all his time to making sure people are ready for things. And he saved my butt a lot of times on a lot of tests, and things got me ready for things that I probably shouldn't have gotten through. So I'll say that he's awesome. He's a great guy.
The last one thing I'd like to say, Shikhar, is Ryan said a lot of good things, right things about you, and I think there's a lot of people in this room who would definitely agree to that. Two people I would like to call, Kaku. Can we have a sister's opinion on him? And I would also like to call Shivam, who idolizes Shikhu and will definitely have good things to say, but truthfully.
Well, I can't say anything bad today, so. I was discussing with my friend the other day on how I would start the speech, and she was like, "You should say, today is my brother's birthday." And I was like, well, that's kind of obvious, isn't it? But in the end, I could not figure out anything better to say, so today is my brother's birthday. I've known him for 16 years, 3 months, 10 days, and 9 hours. Yeah. He's a great role model. He influences my life each and every day, whether he knows it or not. He's honestly the most genuine person that I know. Out of every person I know, he's always honest, and I can't believe that he's 21 today, because I think of turning 21 as an age where you transition from a child to an adult. And I look at him and I see all our little fights we've had, sticking together through all our moves that we've been through, and just every stupid little thing we've done to annoy each other. So I hope he takes this age as a new beginning to inspire and enlighten us in many different and new aspects in his life. As a grandson, as a son, as a cousin, as a friend, and importantly for me, as a big brother.
I'm not very good at speeches, so I'll keep it short. But yeah, you've always been one of the few people I've always looked up to. I don't remember a time we've ever been in an argument. All my memories about you were positive. I'm glad I could come celebrate your birthday today, and happy birthday. And good luck with your speech.
You boys are so funny. All right, the next couple of minutes, if anyone has something they would like to tell us about Shikhar. You want to hear from Shikhar's parents?
Yeah, they should come on the stage. Come on.
I can tell you a story.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, one story. I will tell you that one. When he was 2 Yes.
Nah.
No, we can't hear when he was 2 years, I can talk loud enough. I'm a teacher.
She's a mom.
Okay, when he was 2 years old, we took him to a speech specialist. I can't talk. We took him to a speech specialist because he wouldn't talk. He wouldn't talk, and to this day he's very quiet, doesn't talk too much, and the rest of it. The speech specialist said he has major issues. This guy is never going to talk. You need to get him to this therapy, that therapy. He's not saying a single word. He might have some vocal cord problems. And going back to the dinosaurs, he found a book of dinosaurs, picked it up and goes, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Those people say mom, mama, papa, his first words were Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, he always got the hard ones. Triceratops.
Triceratops and
Like
Stegosaurus.
Raphael, Michelangelo, the Ninja Turtles.
Going to a good husband,
We've
not
got
working.
great memories for you.
Uncle says here that he's going to be, I mean, he's a good son because he doesn't talk back to me, but he's going to be a good husband too.
Well, at this, I would like to say
Secret of
one
happy
thing.
married life.
He may not use words, but he has very expressive eyes. So if you look into that, you can know what he's
Oh,
feeling.
yes, they can kill you.
All right. Okay.